are no sleep, are used to the cry for help kind of stories by now. Help me, blah blah blah. I won't bore you with another. If I wanted your help, you couldn't have given it to me because your help is useless. Why? Because you're not a member. I just wish I wasn't either. It all started innocently enough through a phone call. It's been up for a few hours unpacking and cleaning, waiting for the plumber to call. I just moved into a cabin bin and on the contractors fucked everything up. Because of that, I have now had a wonderful task of making calls to competent people that can fix what the original contractors did wrong. The phone rang at 12:06. Not bad, I thought. Usually plumbers don't bother to call or show up until 5. When I picked up the phone, I didn't even get a chance to say hello before a woman on the line told me to please hold for the next available operator. I hopped back and sat up on the cabinet door in the kitchen. It was one of those few places in the cabin not occupied with boxes. Elevator music leaked into my ear. I started to drowse off when the music stopped and a piano chord that sounded like there were 3 notes didn't quite go together played through the receiver twice. A voice came in. Welcome to Boothworld Industries. My name is Samantha and I'll be your operator today. Name? I sighed. I didn't know what to say, so I told the operator my name. Sir, we know who you are. I'm your operator. Please give a name to access. I don't understand, I said. It could be anyone, sir. We just need a name. Okay, I said. I made up a name. Harold Withers. Sir, as your operator, I must point out the fictitious name, or the names of people that you don't know cannot be used. Used for what? I asked. How did she have known I made up that name? The entire whole thing was just like some sort of prank, but hardly anyone knew my phone number. Remodeling. Remodeling? Is this the plumber? I asked. Welcome to Boothwood Industries. My name is Samantha. I will be your operator today. Name? I took that as a yes and gave him the sign of my old ex-girlfriend, Jessica Goodwin. I could hear the clicking of the keyboard on the other end of the phone. It sounded like the woman was pounding on something on her fists. After a few moments of this, she returned. Jessica Goodwin, she said. Remodeling is scheduled for August 21st, 2015. Would you like to reschedule? I was silent on my half of the phone. I couldn't believe this. Someone had been playing a prank on me. Who is this? Is this you, Jessica? Are you playing a prank on me? I asked. The woman didn't respond for a long time. I thought that whoever was on the other end of the phone was holding in a laugh. Hello? I asked. Yes or no, sir? The woman asked back. Yes, I said, not understanding what the woman was asking. I have a Tuesday appointment available. Will that work? At this point, I thought I was going insane, that it was the plumbing company. What about today? I asked. Do you have anything available for today? Normally we can't arrange for a reschedule on such short notice, but today we had a cancellation. How does 3 o'clock work for you? 3 o'clock is fine, I said. 3 o'clock it is then. Would you like a courtesy call? Sure. Wonderful. We at Boothwood Industries say thanks and welcome to the club. You have a marvelous day. That strange chord played twice, and the line went dead. I rolled my eyes and went back to unpacking. My phone rang at 3 o'clock on the dot that afternoon. Hello, I said. Sir, this is Samantha at Boothwood Industries again. Your courtesy call begins now. What do you... I began to say, but was cut off by diminishing chords blaring into my ear. Then I heard Jessica's voice. Why are you doing this? Jessica asked. I could hear the tears in her voice. Jessica? I asked. Sir, the operator said, she cannot hear you. This is a courtesy call. The appointment is already concluded. Please, Jessica begged. Please don't do this. I'll do anything you want. Jessica's voice choked off into a wheeze, and all I could hear on the other end of the phone was rustling of clothes and more wheezing. Eventually it stopped and someone picked up on the other end. The scheduled work has been completed, a man's voice said. We at Boothwood Industries say thanks and welcome to the club. You have a marvelous day. Sir? The operator came back on the line. Was that your satisfaction? I sat there for a long time, cold sweat dripping down from my ribcage. Jessica was my ex because I walked in on her and my best friend and fucking at a party in high school. I smiled and whispered, "That was perfect." "Wonderful," the operator said. "We at boothworld Industries aim to serve. Would you like to make another appointment?" I sat there for what was and whimpered. Or I stared at the water leaking from the door of the dishwasher and even smiled bigger. "Yes," I said. "Yes, I would." "Name?" "Dan. I don't have a last name. He's a contractor." "Dan Astonable, July 13th, 2032. Would you like to reschedule?" "Yes," I said. "How would Wednesday work for you?" "Didn't you say I had a Tuesday appointment available?" I asked. "I did, but unfortunately that slot's been filled in by another member." "Would Wednesday work for you?" "No," I said. "I have a job interview that day. What about Thursday?" "Unfortunately, Thursday will not work. You are due for remodeling on Wednesday night." "What?" I asked. She repeated the exact same thing to me again. "Can we reschedule my remodeling?" I asked. "Of course you can, sir," the woman said. It sounded like she was smiling on the other end of the phone. There is always a way. I waited for her to tell me how. She didn't speak. "How?" I asked. "Boothworld Industries is always looking to add new members. We are aware, of course, a membership by invitation only club. Sadly, our membership numbers have fallen in recent years. Economic recessions, wars, politics, and what would you like to do in order to avoid your own remodeling appointment is to help us add several new members." At the light at the end of the tunnel, I thought. "How many members do you need?" I asked. 1,000. I choked. 1,000? "Yes, sir. Otherwise, we'll have to keep our scheduled appointment. We must inform you that the member that scheduled this appointment did request a courtesy call." Eventually, everything that stopped that point for me, and all my life I just skated by, not doing anything, not making a difference. My mouth actually dried up. I'd always thought that it was just a thing people wrote in books to be dramatic. It's not. "I'll get your 1,000 members," I whispered. "We at Boothworld's Industries say thanks and welcome to the club. You have a marvelous day." The connection then ended. I hung up the phone and we stared at it for a long time. I'm scheduled for a remodeling on Wednesday, and somewhere, someone will be getting a courtesy call to my listen to my last breaths if I don't get 1,000 members to join Boothworld Industries. It's funny, I'd always want to join an elite club. Skulls and Bones, New World Order. I'm not sure how I got in, but now I'm a member. I've got until Wednesday to enjoy it. Like I said at the beginning, even if I wanted your job, you couldn't give it to me because you're not a member. Membership isn't by invitation only. I'm inviting you in. You can help me. Just call 630-296-7536.
What's up, my pretties? It's the Lion Queen here. I want to appreciate you all for tuning into this video, and I do appreciate you guys supporting my video by giving this video likes and stuff. If you really enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like, comment and subscribe if you're new, ring the bell for notifications to when I upload so that way you guys will get updated for whenever I upload. If you want to follow me on Twitter or DeviantArt, feel free to leave a follow on those if you are interested in following me on those socials. If you want to support my backup channel, known as Miss Dark Shigo, feel free to subscribe to it, as a link to that will also be in the About page section. And with that being said, and that being the case, thank you so much for watching, my pretties, and as always, stay pretty.